I'm Augustin de Buffévent. It's a very difficult name to pronounce, but you only have to remember Fauré. I'm the artistic director of Fauré. We launched our first store in 2012. So it took me 2 years between the moment I acquired the brand. We relaunched, we woke up Fauré. There was something unique about Fauré. There is an essence which is, and a strength, within that brand which I found extremely interesting. They used to make, weapons, so basically it was quite a strong message. It was only weapons of apparat to show your prestige, not weapons of war. But however, this also brand was part of the French history. They provided weapons, to the French revolutions. They provided also weapons, for prestige for kings and queens, all over Europe. So they had a real proximity with the high European aristocracy. So we had to do something, with this brand. We had to save this brand, which was really in poor condition. And the idea was to reinvent, the brand, to reinvent Fauré so it could survive at least 300 years more. Creativity, I think it's only curiosity. So I spend really, I think, half of my time going to museums. I'm totally in love with the Musée de la Chasse. I have the luck of having my office next to the Musée des Arts Déco. I read a lot. I go a lot to Drouot, which is an auction house where from time to time, I buy some archives by Fauré. I think it's curiosity, it's the essence of our work. Be curious. And I think it's a mix of my family history, what I've discovered, and also my dreams. The first house Fauré was making luxury goods. All the weapons and the leather goods that they were making were extremely expensive, and it's the reason why they were not used at war, because they were far too expensive. So you are only a queen, kings, emperor that were using those weapons. An example, Fauré is one of the most quoted brands in the French literature of the 19th century. So it means that it was really a reference. So the idea was to wake up all this patrimony and to relaunch Fauré, but in our world. We are not in the 19th century anymore, so we have to have a different message, and so there is a kind of legitimacy to enter in the luxury world, because Fauré, the first house Fauré, was in the luxury world. It's a mix of, I wanted to bring a bit of Paris here, and warmness. Wood is the art also of this store, and it was also a tribute to the wood carving, in the Jakarta, which is in Indonesia, which is part of the tradition of Indonesia. So I wanted a lot of wood, in that store. Plus a balance between a Parisian style and a fairy tale. So there is a lot of humor and even a naive spirit that you can find. To me, one of the inspiration for this store is Le Douanier Rousseau. He's a famous painter of the beginning of the 20th century, which creates landscapes, a naive landscape which seems like a paradise, but there is a strong symbolism behind his painting. Our motto is arm for seduction, and I think seduction is the art of surprise. So I love when there is a kind of surprise. So I hope that our customers, will feel as guests and surprised, in this environment.